Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Fragrance Fraternity. Thanks so much for spending some of your day with me. We are approaching 100 subscribers. We are getting so close. So if you can take a moment and hit that subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. Today I have 10 awesome designer fragrances that are going to be perfect for the office and or school situation. These have a variety of scent profiles as well as price ranges. So a little bit of something for everybody. There's probably going to be at least one in here that's going to work well for you. And it wouldn't be an office fragrance video if I didn't mention this one. So we're gonna get started here with Prada L'homme. This one is probably the most mentioned one when it comes to office type fragrances. You're gonna get a beautiful iris note in here. You're gonna get a very high quality product. I believe Jeremy Fragrance talked about how he tested the blend of this product, or he sent it into some kind of third-party testing, and they came back and they said that the ingredients in here are very high quality, and it comes across in the smell. You're getting a premium designer here with Prada L'homme. Performance is average, but you're gonna get really good value for your money. It smells like an expensive bar of soap. It's a very soapy fragrance. It's a clean iris note. It's not overly lipsticky or makeup-y. Just a really nice, clean bar of soap type of a smell. Our next one is going to be Coach for Men. This is the original Eau de Toilette. This is my favorite in the Coach for Men line. This is one that I prefer a lot more to Dylan Blue or something like that. The thing that makes this a little bit unique, it's got a kumquat note in there that kind of sets it apart from other blue fragrances, but it still gets that shower gel and Broxton type of a vibe. And pretty good atomizer here. And on the last video, I totally butchered this, but if you turn it 90 degrees, I had some awesome person comment and tell me about how to fix this. If you turn it 90 degrees, it'll actually stop the atomizer from spraying. So had to correct myself on that since I messed it up on the last one. Nice bottle here, kind of a tacky little tassel there, but we'll let it slide. For the price that you pay, this is excellent. It's gonna work in every situation. Can't see anybody getting offended by this one. If you want a good entry-level price point into blue fragrances, check out Coach for Men. It's definitely one of my favorite blue fragrances on the market. Up next, we have Vince Camuto Homme. This is gonna be a bit more of a gin, lemon, and juniper berry type of a smell. It's got a musk in the base as well. Really mass appealing, easy to pull off type thing. It's got average performance, but I got this, what is this, 50 mil. I got this 50 mil for $20, so pretty fair pricing there. It has like this sort of fake leather type of a deal here, as well as on the cap. Pretty good atomizer. This is not gonna blow your mind, but this is a really nice, fresh and clean type of a smell that is not going to disturb anybody. So really good for the office type situation, really good for running errands, something like that, and does come across as a masculine type of a fresh scent. Next one is going to be a little bit more expensive on the designer side. It's going to be Armani Code Parfum. This is a really beautiful tonka bean fragrance, and it smells like class and elegance in a bottle. It's my favorite from the Armani Code line. This one also has an iris note in there. If you're familiar with the Armani Code DNA at all, the original Armani Code may seem a little bit outdated and may smell a little bit outdated. So they introduced this iris note that really freshens it up and livens it up. And I believe the addition of that iris freshness makes it more wearable for the office type situation. So you do get a magnetic cap also with this one, which I believe you don't get with the Eau de Toilette. It's not the strongest magnetic cap, but it's pretty cool. It gets the job done and it looks classy. I like this new updated bottle style. Really beautiful, elegant type of a tonka bean sweetness in here, but not overly sweet to where it's gonna be cloying or annoying to some people in the office. This one has a certain uniqueness to it that I only really find in the Armani Code DNA. I don't really know of any other fragrances that smell like Armani Code. It's very distinct. When you smell this, you're gonna think, oh yeah, that smells like Armani Code. Really nice stuff here. I really like to take this one when I'm traveling, and it always makes me feel upscale and classy whenever I wear it. So this is a good one to spray on when you're ready to tackle some work and you wanna have that sense of elegance, that feeling of class and luxury. Check out Armani Code Parfum, my favorite from the Armani Code line. The next one is gonna be good for people who prefer something a little bit more youthful. This is Alto 12 Blanc. It's got a really nice white floral note in there. It does maybe lean a little bit more unisex, but I wouldn't call this feminine smelling at all. I just say it's unisex because I think ladies could pull this one off too. Um, it smells like fresh linen, like a fresh fabric softener after you did laundry or something like that. It smells like white linens to me, pretty much how the bottle looks. It's a very white floral type of a fragrance. You can get this one for a good price. Performance is average, but this one was a love at first sniff, and it might just blow your mind like it did mine the first time I smelled it. I really love it so much. That's why I have the biggest bottles possible of this one. Alto Blanc by Lacoste. Probably my favorite fragrance from Lacoste, and it gets a decent amount of hype, and you can blind buy it. It is blind buy safe, and it is really versatile. So if you aren't able to sample this one and you just want to blind buy it, I think it's a good blind buy for you, especially if you enjoy fresh fragrances and you're not opposed to stuff that's a little bit more on the floral side for men. Next one is going to be Lucky brand, Lucky for You. This is a green juice in there, which really represents the fragrance really well because it does come across pretty grassy. It's a mix of soapy and grassy, and it's very affordable. This 100 milliliter was $25. So it's really good bang for your buck. If you like green type of a fragrance, if you maybe just starting off with fragrances and you want to dive into something a little bit green grassy, but you don't want something that's overly grassy, and maybe you just kind of want to dip your toes into that green style of DNA of fragrance profile, this is one that's really good to start with. It's really a good gift for going back to school, someone maybe younger who doesn't have a whole lot of fragrances. Isn't gonna break the bank either. Performance is average on this one, but the scent quality is really good, and I think just the scent by itself, the fragrance is really good, and you're not spending that much. Admittedly, I really don't like this cap. It's got this rubber cap. Who knows, maybe you could even use this as an eraser. I haven't tried, but maybe you could. Yeah, I don't love the cap, but the bottle's okay. It's pretty thick glass. It's got a good atomizer. And at the end of the day, it's only $25. The fragrance itself is really phenomenal. Soapy, green, grassy type of a fragrance. A little bit different than stuff that we've talked about up to this point, so that's why I included it. The next one is going to be Davidoff Coolwater, Grapefruit, and Sage. You know, sometimes in art, music, even perfumery, less is more, right? So if you look up the notes on this one, you're only going to find 2 notes, grapefruit and sage, like the bottle says. But that's all you really need sometimes, and that's all you really need here. This one has a nice grapefruit in the opening. That grapefruit comes down. It's not an overly pronounced grapefruit, I wouldn't say, but it's there. And that starts to settle down after the first, I'd say 30 minutes to an hour or so. And you're left with mainly that sage. This is more of an herbal type of a fragrance, but it's gonna work. It's gonna work in every situation. I think mainly everybody's gonna love it. It does come across pretty masculine, and it's got some sweetness in there, but not to the point where it's gonna be cloying. Like this is an office video, so this is gonna work in the office. This would even work in the gym. I've worn this in the gym before, and it's fine. It's got a little bit of above average performance on here, and you may find that you actually really love this one because of the simplicity, because it doesn't have a whole bunch of notes. You can really just hone in on smelling that grapefruit and sage and just kind of train your nose just to pick up on those really well. So sometimes if you like something that's more minimalist, if you like minimalist type of watches, or if you like minimalist type of design, this could be right up your alley. This is a great fragrance. I think I got this for $25, can't remember exactly, from TJ Maxx, but it's really great. It's a limited edition, so it may not be around forever. If you see this one, I think it's worth the money. This is Grapefruit and Sage from Davidoff. I wouldn't recommend picking up this one from the cap, as well as the Lucky one either. The caps don't really click into place, so grab it by the bottle. I like to grab stuff by the cap all the time and inadvertently end up dropping stuff. So just a warning there. I don't want you to pick it up by the cap and breaking your bottle or something like that. The next one is going to be Hugo Boss Selection. So what makes this one a little bit unique is that it's got a very prominent pink pepper note in there. So if you're not sure if you like pink pepper as a note, or you don't have a lot of pink pepper fragrances and you kind of want to test the waters with that, this is a good starting place. It's relatively affordable. You're going to get above average performance on this. This one does come across to me a little bit more mature than some of the other ones. So I'd say for this one, you could like 30s and up, or like maybe like 27 and up. Obviously at the end of the day, wear whatever you want. You know, I've met guys that are in their 70s and they wear Invictus, right? So it doesn't really matter. Wear whatever makes you happy, wear whatever is going to uplift your spirits. That's what we're doing here at the end of the day. This is just a tool to make you feel better and to help you be the best version of yourself. But this one, as far as defining it as something, it does smell a little bit more mature to me. Great pink pepper note, really nice thick glass. It's kind of like a purple liquid, and you can tell how much I like this one because of how much I've used. You get a really good price here. It does pop up at Ross all the time. So if you like pink pepper, or maybe if you're not sure if you like pink pepper, you just kind of want to try it out, give this one a try. Boss Selection. It is quite unique as far as a fresh fragrance goes, in my opinion. I don't really have anything else that smells exactly like it. And it is one of those that you'll crave from time to time. You'll want to smell that pink pepper from time to time because some time will go by and you'll be wearing a lot of citrus type stuff and you want to change it up a little bit as far as your fresh fragrances go. We have 2 more on this list. The next one is going to be Mont Blanc Starwalker. So the thing that makes this one unique is that it has a bamboo note. So not a lot of fragrances use bamboo as part of the woods in the fragrance. You know, a lot of masculine fragrances, they're always including like a sandalwood or an amberwood is popular these days, or a cedar. This one uses bamboo. So it has like a spa type of a freshness. So the citrus with the bamboo makes you feel relaxed, like you're at a spa. Maybe if you're having a stressful day at work and you want something that's going to calm you down a little bit, this could be that fragrance for you. The performance is a little bit below average. It's not phenomenal. So you're probably going to want to overspray this one. But I feel like even if you overspray it and you wear it in the office, it's not going to bother anybody. This is a very mass appealing type of a scent profile here. You're usually getting great bang for your buck with these Mont Blanc fragrances. I recommend checking this one out if you see it at the rack stores. This is Mont Blanc Starwalker. You can also wear this one before bed and it'll have that same type of a soothing effect to you. It'll make you feel like you're in a nice spa, you're about to get a massage or something like that. Last one on the list here is going to be Banana Republic Cypress Cedar. So of the fragrances mentioned, I think that this one is the most mature. So I wanted to include something that has a little bit more mature scent profile, maybe for the people in their 40s and up that are going to be watching this. Obviously a strong cedar note, as the name suggests, but there's also an orange as well, an orange note that makes up for that citrus freshness. And people compare this one to Terre de Hermes, which I definitely get that comparison. I was gonna purchase Terre de Hermes Eau Intense Vetiver because that is my favorite one of the line that I've smelled. And I believe this one has vetiver in there as well. And I kind of now find it redundant to own both because this one is so close to it and it does so much of that as well. I would maybe not go super heavy on the sprays with this one, just in case there's someone in your office type setting that isn't a huge fan of woody notes, because especially in the dry down, the citrus kind of takes a back seat and that cedar wood becomes really predominant and really masculine. I think this one is really great for more dressed up, like a suit and tie, like if you're an accountant or if you're a lawyer or somebody that wears a suit to work. I think this one would really come across well. And if you're like a CEO or you have a lot of board meetings or something like that, this one comes across mature and upscale. And for the price you pay, I think I got this for around $30 from TJ Maxx. It's a really great fragrance. It gives me a lot of the similarities to Terre de Hermes for half the price. So those are the fragrances included today. Let me know what you guys think of this list. Let me know if there's any office fragrances that you love to wear specifically for the office that I may have missed. I'd love to hear about your recommendations. I hope everyone's having a great day. It's Monday as I'm filming this video, so we got a whole week ahead, and I know Monday can be a little bit daunting, but hopefully you can use some of these fragrances and it's gonna make your week that much better. Have a great week, everybody. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.